Welcome to Healing Through Dentistry podcast,
where we redefine health, wellness, and the power of your smile.
We're your hosts,
Hanna
and Eva, twin sisters, qualified dentists and medical doctors.
This is more than a dental podcast.
It's a journey into profound connection between oral health and whole body healing.
Through personal stories, inspiring client transformations, and expert insights,
we explore how dentistry can ignite energy, relieve chronic pain, and transform lives.
Get ready to discover the extraordinary ways your smile can heal, inside and out.
Let's begin. Hi everyone, welcome to a next episode.
We are very excited to be continuing a discussion about bone healing protocol.
So we're getting first feedback from clients and they would like to know more about bone healing protocol and why is it that important to use it to support our body.
So what is bone healing protocol? Bone healing protocol is a concept we use with our treatments. It doesn't necessarily need to be only surgery and ceramic implants and extractions of wisdom teeth or any teeth, as a matter of fact, but it is a protocol which supports also your whole body when we do fillings, amalgam removals, crowns, everything really. Because what it is concept which contains two big parts. One big part is diet recommendations. We don't usually like to use the word diet because it's more kind of a lifestyle. What is it, Eva?
I wanted to say it's a lifestyle because it's not only, this protocol is not only for these 2 months, which we recommend, but it can become a lifestyle or a style which you use, in 80-20 rule, that you would be following the protocol mainly in your life. And I would say it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, and what is it? It does mean that in terms of a lifestyle, it is about the nutrition, what we do recommend to eat. We do recommend to eat in general anti-inflammatory foods. And what it is diet which is gluten-free, so no gluten, which means what is gluten? Like people don't realize that it's not only bread and rolls, but it's also pasta, it's also dough. So, all the donuts, all the cakes.
All the bakery. So you go to bakery, so that's mainly contains gluten. So gluten-free. And we do recommend 2 months, and it's 1 month before the treatment and then 1 month following the treatment.
And again, we've got a lot of questions about is it really 1 month before and 1 month after? It is a recommendation. It is our golden standard. But it is, again, individual. If someone do have history of chronic disease for many, many, many years, or, have got severe acute symptoms, not long, but he or she does, we do recommend, or if someone is older, like I've just had a lady who is 70 plus years, so I do definitely recommend to follow the protocol longer. So as soon as 3 months before the treatment, you can start and you can actually follow the protocol 4 to 6 months later.
For the rest of your life.
Or sometimes long term. Because if you imagine, and again, it is individual. It depends what you're coming for to see us. But mention this lady, she came over and she has got a severe rheumatic problems. She is diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and she has got pain in her joints, not only knees, but joints. She loves gardening, she loves hiking, and she said she's fed up of not being able to do the exercise and not be able to do what she loves. So in this case, I did recommend her to follow the protocol, as much as she can, meaning 2-3 months before and 6 months after, because she is coming for amalgam removal, which the first phase which we've done, and the second stage is removal of root canal treated teeth. She's got about 7, and then we're going to do implants. So only the ceramic implants, there is a integration period or time of 4 to 6 months, and that means the body needs more minerals, more vitamins. It needs more proteins to be able to heal as it should. So it varies. So 1 month before, 1 month after is the protocol recommendation in general, but it is very individual. So when you come and see us, then we'll discuss what is best for your occasion. So gluten-free.
So
Can I just...
yeah, we will list it. We will list what is the
No,
lifestyle.
I just wanted to add a really great book I've read about gluten, actually. And you might be surprised from whom. Maybe some listeners do know that book, but for who don't, I would recommend to read it. It's a great one. It is written by best tennis player of the world, in my opinion, which is
Novak
Djokovic. And he has got an amazing story with gluten, actually. So I do recommend to read the book.
And
he was
maybe Hanna, let's have one episode for this book, because I love to hear that. I haven't read it and it's inspiring, and that's why we're here. We would love to add stories about our clients. So we will list the lifestyle, what we should cut.
Okay, let's talk
and
about...
then we would unroll their stories.
Okay, let's talk about his book later, but let's just say the book in one sentence, meaning like he stopped eating gluten and that's why he started to win major tournaments. And it's incredible story. So we will share that later. Back to our bone healing protocol. So number 1 in terms of a lifestyle recommendation is
no gluten, no sugar.
Second one is no sugar.
No alcohol, no unhealthy fats, seed oils, no coffee, and
no dairy products.
No dairy products which are conventional.
Yeah.
The most important part, which we should be living every day, not only for these 2 months. So in terms of 80-20 rule, I would also...
we chose to live it that way.
And I think we will share our stories also, what the effect of this lifestyle has on our lives. And I have to add also that we are adding and recommending clients to increase protein, which is the most important thing. So you have 2 grams per kilogram. So for instance, if your weight is 60 kilos, you would have 120 grams of protein per day.
And exactly, Eva, that's the second part of our protocol. So one part is nutrition, meaning what you eat. And the second part is what you supplement, what you add to your nutrition. Because unfortunately, in the time we live, we don't, the fruit, the vegetable, the soil doesn't have as much minerals and vitamins it used to have like 60, 70, 100 years ago. So we do need to supplement. So the second part, like you said, Eva, is supplementation. The one we recommend is high on vitamin D. That's the key. But that's not only the key, because we do recommend another 10 to 11 different supplements. And 2 main ones, like Eva said, it's macronutrients, is actually protein. So amino acids and proteins.
And amino acids is just the word. It's the building blocks of proteins. So it's the same thing. So we're adding that, and we see powerful healing stories, and we see transformations in clients only using these nutritional advices, or they do this different lifestyle. Well, for somebody it's very major transformation. For somebody it's smaller, but we see lots of increased energy.
Yeah. Let's stop maybe now and share one story from recent days. I've had a client coming in, and we started a treatment for her. And what was she sharing when I saw her? She shared that she is for 6 weeks already on the protocol. And she said it's life-changing for her. She lost 4 kilos straight away. It didn't mean that she didn't eat. She actually ate what we recommended. So again, no gluten, no dairy, no sugar, only healthy fats, and then no coffee, no alcohol. Obviously, no smoking. We don't add that, but that's kind of, for us, obvious. And she said not only that she lost 4 kilos and she feels better, but she also said she sleeps much better. She is not swollen. She said she was swollen. She felt swollen. Now she said she's not swollen. She doesn't have headaches, and she feels lighter. And she actually looked lighter when she came over and we saw her with my dental assistant. We were like, oh, wow. you're a new lady, you're a new person, because she was really projecting a new energy around her. And she really looked like 10 years younger for me, like definitely. Even one more thing she mentioned as well, she said, my hair is better. We're like, yes, of course, because vitamin D is, great for your nails and hair.
And it's because of, how the teeth and hair is developed. It's the same structure on an embryological level. So that's no wonder. And we love it because lots of clients, they notice on their nails and hair, but they don't see it on the bones or teeth.
Yes, exactly. So if you want to have a beautiful hair, add more supplements in, definitely. So that was this. I just wanted to share this recent story, which is amazing. It was what she only did. She only switched to a different lifestyle, and
that's 6 weeks.
And that's only after 6 weeks.
So I will add also one client who started with the bone healing protocol, supplementation, and she said after a few weeks, after a month, she feels as a new person. She has lots of energy. She's seeing the benefits after 4 weeks so big, and she was so transformed. And I loved her story. Also, she used the protocol even before amalgam removals. So we're planning to remove root canal, tooth, and one titanium implant. So that's the next step. But even having this lifestyle before the amalgam filling removals changed her life, and she was very grateful for the supplementation and for the results she's having after a few weeks. So I can't wait to see her next time. I loved her story on a dental chair because she has, and I was smiling because after the amalgam removals, she shared that she feels like she was at some self-development or spiritual retreat because she has something going away from her and she felt lighter and better. So sometimes we do see signals and signs on the spot on a dental chair. Sometimes we hear them few months later, which is fascinating.
That is great. And in terms of Eva, amalgams and removals and the protocol, is very important to actually stress it again, that it is really advised to use it or just, follow it. It's not just about the big surgeries and ceramic implants and, wisdom teeth or cavitations. It's also about amalgams. This protocol is part of it is chlorella, which is great for binding all your heavy metals and all the, toxins out of the body. And the protocol is so cleverly done that, it supports your liver, then it supports your gut. So, the stuff can go out. And then there's some minerals and vitamins which support your, overall well-being or your immune system.
Lots of omega-3, which is super, super important for the molecular level of the cells. So we see huge transformations.
Yes, a lot of omegas. There's B complexes, B12 as well.
And I have to add about B complex and B vitamins. Lots of us, we're not able to metabolize or to use B vitamin as a not activated form, which maybe some of you heard, methylated form of B vitamins. So this is activated form of vitamin B. And lots of clients who have, for instance, issues with thyroid gland, there is a little trick that lots of endocrinologists would not tell you, is that in order to have the hormones, to transform the hormones, you need vitamin B. And your body then is able to produce right hormones. So, but the B must be in activated form for lots of people. So B vitamin, methylated, very important. And if I have clients who said, I'm not using all the protocol, these 11 parts, I would suggest to just use multivitamin, which is full of this, is a panel of minerals and vitamins, which are
there's
great to use.
Multivitamin and there's bone and teeth product. Yep. But I would say just use it all because it's just so cleverly done. We don't need to actually worry about if something's methylated or not, because it is actually thought very well of and developed in a way that actually works. And
I like to compare it as, if you come with your friends and family, so you have major D3 vitamin, and I said, and you have everything, all the friends and family who has to come with to be complete. So yeah, all the friends of what you need in your body would be in the package.
And maybe that's quite Eva nice that you started to talk about that. Maybe let's talk about when people say, do I really need all of them? We just started to talk about that, but like a lot of people use different brands and, you know, different products and, you know, different supplements.
Yeah. Because to be honest, it's so confusing. You know, you hear from lots of sources, take that.
My product's the best.
Exactly. So what do we do then?
So we do recommend, we don't force people, you know, stop using what they use. What we like to do is to recommend them to read sources about the protocol we do. This protocol has been done years and years ago. It is done by our biological dentist colleague who is on the top in his game. He's now creating a community where we can co-elevate. And he started to do this like 20 years ago. He cooperates with a clinic in Switzerland where another biological dentist who is amazing, Ulrich Watz, like designed the implants we use.
Ceramic implants.
And they, back then, 15, 20 years ago, back then they realized that it is not enough to just implant and, you know, extract the teeth. It is very necessary to have building blocks in your body for your body to be able to heal. So Ulrich and Dominic have created, and I'm sure that there were so many more people involved and specialists, and they actually evolved this protocol. So we took it over from Dr. Dominic Nischwitz, and we are grateful that he's done the protocol the way he has, because it works and we see it on ourselves as well. We've used it for our surgeries as well. So I do remember having so much more energy. It's funny because I remember, Eva, before my cavitation surgery, I was in Mallorca on a road cycling trip, which, you know, we were supposed to do like 1,000, 1,500 elevation, like every day. So a lot of climbing, a lot of exercise. And so I knew it. So first of all, I needed to like honor my lifestyle. So no gluten, no dairy, no alcohol. There was like a lot of friends and no alcohol, which was not challenging for me, but maybe for some of them. And, you know, that I am not drinking with them. But I have to say that I had a lot of energy. I didn't have muscle cramps. I didn't have muscle tiredness, and I felt really well. So I think this might be my experience to top other experiences self, and maybe let's share some more.
Let's share more stories in other episodes.
Thanks for listening, and see you later.
Thank you for joining us on Healing Through Dentistry podcast.
We hope today's conversation has inspired you to see your smile as the gateway to whole body well-being.
To stay connected, visit us on our website or follow us on social media.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could benefit.
Until next time, remember, healing starts with a smile.
Take care,
and we will see you in the next episode.